There's our 2 bolts and our bar holding the hinge down. There's our other hinge. A couple bolts into the concrete about 1 foot. And some good support welded onto the bottom leg. And there's our support, 3-legged support for our gin pole. Here's our gin pole. It's a 30-foot aluminum, aircraft aluminum tower. And at this end here, we've got a clevis in there with the end of our winch hook. And on this one here, we've got another clevis with an eye and a nice 3/8 cable I found in my shed there. And that cable goes all the way over to, about here. Right about here. So this is it here. The end of the cable, and there's a piece of plastic PEX hose that's going to, when it wraps around and bends around, when I attach it, it won't cut the paint on the tower. So anyways, so from the gin tower way down there all the way to about within 20 feet of the top of the tower, that's where we're going to hook on our gin line, right to the top here. And then that's it pretty well, other than we put our light fixture poles in here. See this pole? And we drilled by this bracket here, we drilled a hole in here. We slid that pipe in there, it fit in nice, and we're going to put this real nice LED floodlight, which is only 10 watts, and that's going to shine over towards the blade on the tower, which is going to be swinging around here roughly on the end of this pole here, where this big wire comes out here, big number 8-3 wire, and it's going to be lit up with reflective tape on the wings. Should look pretty good. That's what I'm hoping for. And this pole here that is bolted into this side, this one here is going to mount my little weather machine that I got for it. It's over there right now, just purring away. And it's solar powered right here. Little solar cells there, and this is a UV detector. It's wireless also. I don't have to put it up there. It's not hooked up to the solar system, but this is their temperature, humidity, stuff like that. And that's powered by solar, and our anemometer and weather vane, they're powered by the solar, so they're going to have to go up there too. So those 3 items, except for this thing, have to go on top of that arm on the tower. And that's pretty much it. Here's our ends of our cables that we're going to be putting on our tower here. It's good heavy-duty galvanized stuff for it. These wraparounds here, you can see they wrap around the wire itself all the way to right there. You can see where they start wrapping. So they start wrapping, and then they get more, and then they wrap right around the whole wire, and they keep going, and they turn into a loop. And then your wire that's inside, that just goes on for another foot or so past the loop. And we don't worry about that. We're only worried about the loop. And the loop itself is going to go right around this connection right here. That's where that loop is going to go around, and it's also going to have a a plastic buffer also. Now, this is our support that's holding it up right now. And this tower isn't very heavy actually. I can't lift one end of it, but I can't lift a whole lot anyways. But probably a really good strong muscle guy could lift one end of this tower off the ground. And so it's not that heavy. It should be okay. Now that gin tower that I got tied up there at the very top with that hook going to the winch, there's the winch right there. It's an 8,000 pound winch, and all I got to do is I got a square receiver hooked onto the back of it, so I just have to roll it over there on this dolly over to my truck and stick it in the back of the receiver, and presto, then I'll just winch that sucker down and the tower will go up. Hopefully it's as simple as that. But we're going to give it a dry run first so we can adjust the lengths of all the guy wires, and that way there, when we put all the weight on it with the wind turbine and weather machines and everything else, and the cables and the other wires, then it should be all ready. Always give it a test run. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.